What's up guys, Isaiah here from FBAbros, and in this video we're going to be going over what is the best book scanning app, right? The best app to scan books with, why you need one, and a walkthrough of FBAscan ScoutIQ and the Amazon Seller app. Later on after these slides, I'm going to do a live walkthrough and just show you guys what's up and what's in each one. Real quick, I just want to mention we did start a Facebook group, the FBAbros Entrepreneur Mastermind group. We're going to be talking about book selling, private label, and whatever else we can get into with you guys there, so go check that out. As well as we do have an Instagram if you are finding us through YouTube, so go check us out at FBAbros. But real quick, just talking about why you need a book scanning app, okay? Now, the first reason is triggers. These make it easy for you to just at a glance see if a book is worth buying or not. Now, the Amazon Seller app does not have triggers, but FBAscan and ScoutIQ do. ScoutIQ has built-in triggers that are very good and you should follow if you're a beginner. FBAscan, you will need to set your own. But yeah, this basically just lets you see at a glance buy or reject. And while most experienced booksellers don't use this too much after they've been doing it for a while, it is still very useful at book sales and whatnot, and if you're a beginner. The biggest reason is speed also, right? No more live lookups with the Amazon Seller app. You get database mode. It's like 4 times as fast, right? You download a database beforehand, and it just brings up the book data as fast as possible so that you can buy books and scan through books faster, which is going to make you more money. Another one is ease of use, right? The Amazon Seller app is a little bit clunky, and it's just kind of a pain to use your camera and constantly be using that. And we do have a video also about how to set up the Bluetooth scanner for these apps, so go check that out. We'll link to that in the description. Again, these are Bluetooth compatible apps, right? So FBAscan and ScoutIQ, you can use a Bluetooth scanner, which is going to increase your speed even more. Scanning using that camera is super inefficient. You know, if you're selling books, using a Bluetooth scanner is one of the best ways to spend your money to speed up your process. And again, database mode, that just lets you download a database beforehand so you don't waste time at library sales and stuff, and it'll just let you scan books faster. Now on to the Amazon Seller app. This is probably going to be the first thing you're going to be using when you get into selling books. You know, it's free, it's Amazon's own app, it uses your camera, you can't set triggers, there's no database on it, but it can be used for free with a basic Amazon Seller account. And it's great to start out with for your first few sourcing trips. And you are going to have it anyways to monitor your business on the go. So no matter what, if you're selling books, you're going to have this downloaded, which is cool because it means it's always a backup that you can scan with, and you're going to need anyways, like I said, to monitor your business. So on to ScoutIQ. And like I said, guys, after these quick slides, we are going to go into a live walkthrough. I'll show you all the features of each app and sort of how it works and what's going on with that. Now, ScoutIQ is our favorite book scanning app. This is what we use now. We used to use FBAscan. It is made by a bookseller, Caleb of thebookflipper.com. Go check that out. Has scan tracker feature, which is really cool. And like I said, we'll be going over that in the live walkthrough. Also, eScore, which is a game changer. It basically is how many days out of the last 6 months a book has sold on an individual day. Not how many times, just how many days out of the last 6 months, which is really useful for at a glance, you know, deciding if a book is worth buying or not based on, instead of relying on sales rank, because sales rank can be unreliable. Has good built-in triggers as well. You know, you can just get this, use the built-in triggers for ScoutIQ, and that should serve you pretty well as a beginner. And even if you're advanced and you just want to follow some triggers, it's a good way to start. ScoutIQ is also $44 a month. Moving on to FBAscan. This was the first scanning app we used. It has database mode just like ScoutIQ. Has triggers. You do have to self-set them. There are no built-in triggers, and it is $35 per month. They also show, you know, some sales rank stuff, and really the differences between the apps are better explained through video. So what we're going to do now is hop into a live walkthrough of first the Amazon Seller app, then ScoutIQ, and then FBAscan, and I'll walk you through all of them, show you all the features, and even scan some books with them. So that's it for this, guys. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the walkthrough. Alright guys, so now you have opened up your Amazon seller app, and to scan books with this app, it's super easy. You see in the top right hand corner there's a little camera right there. You're just going to want to go ahead and tap that, and that's going to bring up your camera, and you just quickly move it over the barcode and it should scan. Now you can see it brought up a book that I just scanned. If this is the book that you scanned, right, you would click on it because that's the one you scanned. And right here you can see all the relevant information. You can see the sales rank up there underneath the title. You can see, if you click on used right here, you can see the lowest used price as well as the lowest FBA price and how many offers each one is, or each one has rather. And if you click on where it shows the price, you can go ahead and browse through all these offers, see what people are selling them for. You can see here there's the lowest prime, the non-primes are merchant fulfilled, of course, and you can see how well and how much this book is selling for. So this book's selling for 9,000, or this book's sales rank is 9,000 in books, which is very good. And it looks like it's selling lowest for about $9 FBA, which, depending on what you bought it for, could be worth it. But that's pretty much it for Amazon seller account, guys. It's pretty simple. Just brings the book up, and then you tap on used right here, and you can go into there, and it even shows you the fees there. Doesn't account for shipping though, so don't take that as gospel. But that's pretty much it for the Amazon seller account. Very simple way to scan things. Not compatible with Bluetooth, however, and does not have a database, so you'll have to connect to the internet and use a live mode, which is going to slow you down. So that's why you want a scanning app like we're going to go over. Next one we'll be going over is ScoutIQ and then FBAscan, and I'll walk you through those live. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, now we're into ScoutIQ, which is the first real scanning app we're going to be going over. This is what we use. We used to use FBAscan, but we think ScoutIQ is better. This is the screen you're going to be seeing when you first open it up. Pretty self-explanatory. In the top left, you have download data. We can download a database, test that database. On the right, you have triggers. This is where you can see all the preset ScoutIQ triggers, which are great. We recommend them for beginners. But yeah, you can manipulate and modify them here if you'd like. Again, if you're a beginner, just leave them alone. Settings down here, again, self-explanatory. In scanning mode, we use data plus live. And on to scouting. So this is the screen you're going to be spending the most time on. Down here at the bottom, you can see if you press scan, that'd bring up your camera to scan with. If you had a Bluetooth scanner connected to your phone, it would just automatically type in whatever you're scanning into that barcode. But just for the video, I'm going to type in the ISBN of a book. And you can see here it brings it up. So at the very top, it says accept based on the triggers. It shows you your profit after shipping, after everything. So that's very accurate. And on the buy cost, if you press that, you can adjust it, right? Up, minus it, say it was $2. Profit in this book adjusts accordingly to $2.76. You can see the total, or I'm sorry, a little bit above that, you can see the sales rank and the e-score. Now the e-score is how many days out of the last 6 months or 180 days this book is sold. Not how many times, but on how many days out of the last 6 months has this book sold. So the max you can get is 151 plus, which basically means the book is selling every day. And the minimum, of course, is 0. But let's say you have an e-score of 6. That would mean on 6 days out of the last 6 months, the book has sold at least once. So it is a little more accurate than dealing with sales rank. Lets you make a little better judgment calls there. And below that, you can see the total used and the total new offers. Right, these are all your merchants. You can see the FBA here, as well as all. Below that, you can see the used buy box, the new buy box, and Amazon price that Amazon's selling it for. And below that, you have Keepa, Camel, Live Lookup, Book Scouter, and the Amazon Prime search. Now, if you press the Amazon Prime search, it will bring up all of the books under Amazon Prime, so you can make a little better decision there going over those. And if you scroll right, you'll be able to see a different data screen, just a different way to look at all the data it brings up for you. And if you go right again, you can see you'll bring up Scan Tracker here, and you can set a session. I'll reset this one. You can see it goes down to 0. This isn't our main scanning phone, so the lifetime scans and accepts are a little bit low on this one. But yeah, it's really useful for seeing what's your accept rate at certain places, or if you just want to look at numbers for fun. this is a pretty cool feature. So back to scouting. And yeah, so let's say you are scanning a book, it's got an e-score of 1, and you want to confirm that. You'd click on something like camel, camel, camel. You could bring this up, bring up camel, camel, camel for you, and you can check out the data there as well. But that's pretty much it for ScoutIQ, guys. Pretty simple, easy to use app. It's what we recommend. I would definitely check it out. And now we are going to go over FBAscan. See you there. Alrighty, guys, so now we are into FBAscan. This is the app we used to use before ScoutIQ, and it's a good app, although we do recommend ScoutIQ. And let's just go right into this. At the top here, this is where you'll be typing in ISBNs, or where they will be automatically put in if you are using a Bluetooth scanner, which you should be. So here we go. I'm going to search up this book. Cost of goods here, you can set it. Let's just set it 125. You can see the profit adjust accordingly. And again, you got that big green bar telling you to buy or reject based on your triggers if you are using triggers, and it shows your profit right there next to it. And going down, we have the book itself. Usually it'll show an image of the book as well as the title. You have the used buy box, the new buy box, the Amazon price, as well as the trade-in price if we did have one. And then you can see the sales rank, which will turn different color based on what ScoutIQ thinks is a good or bad sales rank. You have the sales count and the weight of the book. And right here you can see the merchant fulfilled used offers. If you click on them, they'll bring them up. You can see the prime fulfilled offers, brings them up. You can check them out, as well as the new merchant fulfilled and the new prime offers right there. And along the bottom you have starting from left to right, you have sort of the same thing as ScoutIQ, kind of a scan tracker feature. It's going to show you basically just data about your scanning, same stuff. You have camel, 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 Keepa. The magnifying glass represents live search. So if you press that, it'll bring up the most recent data for that book that you scan instead of just what's in your database. In the middle there brings up your camera to scan books. And then you have Book Scouter, and the rest of that you really don't need to worry about. So if you swipe right, you have just different ways to view the data. Again, just like ScoutIQ, you can choose what way you want to view this. We stick on the first page though, just because that gives us the most and it's easiest. And just for a full walkthrough, on the left hand side you do have your menu items and settings. So in download, you can download your database. TurboList and Online Arbitrage, that's just links to their other software. Operating mode, you can choose what you want. We do database plus live on not found. You can set your triggers. You can see, if you enable this feature, you can see what you bought on your buy items list. History of what you scan, lock screen settings, data test, settings, account, trigger settings. All pretty self-explanatory. And you can also set it if you want to beep or vibrate based on buy or not buy. Pretty easy stuff here, guys, but that's pretty much it for ScoutIQ. Very similar, a lot of these are very similar. Like I said, we do recommend ScoutIQ overall, though. It's constantly being improved, and it's made by a bookseller for booksellers. But guys, that's it for this video. If you want to see more book selling tutorials, check out our channel. We do have a playlist full of them, and you can go and check those out. And if you want to learn more about how to make $100,000 per year profit selling used books on Amazon FBA, go ahead and subscribe. We're trying to release content every day for you guys. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.